Batangas Port. Tila na blanko ang aking utak sa narinig at nabasa ko. My brother is in danger. I need to fucking do something. Wala sa sarili na pumasok ako sa loob at tumatakbo palabas ng mansyon. Napadaan ako sa dining area at nakita ang pagtataka sa mukha nilang tatlo, lalo na nang makita nila akong tumatakbo. Bago ko pa man sila malampasan, ay agad akong hinawakan ni Dravon. What's wrong? He asked worriedly. I have to go, I said and removed his hands from holding me. Calm down, you have to tell me what's wrong, he said trying to calm me down. Nakita ko rin ang pagtayo ni Spade at Vanessa na tila nagtataka sa inaasal ko. Si Kuya Drev? Can I borrow your car? I asked him but he still looks confused. Napadapo ang tingin ko kay Vanessa at nagtataka rin siya. Dahan-dahan akong lumapit sa kanya kaya tila nagulat siya. Kapag nalaman ko na ang mafia niyo ang nasa likod ng pagkuha sa kuya ko, I'll gonna fucking crush every piece of your body and your family's body. Please be careful. Baka di ka umabot sa kasal niyo. I told her and she looked so shocked. Tumalikod na ako sa kanila at tuluyan ng lumabas ng mansyon. Can't you drive a little faster? I told Dravon. This is the fastest I can get, Natalia. Please calm down, malapit na tayo. He answered seriously. Feeling ko ay ang bagal pa rin kahit na halos hindi ko na makita ang paligid sa takbo ng sasakyan. Ilang minuto pa ang tinagal ng biyahe at natanaw ko na rin ang port. Agad akong bumaba sa kotse at inilibot ang aking paningin. Where the fuck are they? I frustratedly shouted when I can't even find any signs of my brother. Are you sure he's here? Dravon asked. Hindi ko na siya sinagot at tanging narinig ko lang ay ang hampas ng mga alon at ang bilis ng tibok ng puso ko. I can't let anything bad happen to my brother. Agad kong kinuha ang cellphone ko nang marinig kong mag-ring ito. Agad ko rin iyong sinagot dahil siya yung tumawag kanina. I can see you now. Agad kong inilipot ang paningin dahil nandito nga siya. Napatigil ako nang makita ang isang yate na nakadaong sa dagat. Medyo malayo ito mula sa amin ngunit kita ang isang lalaki na nakatayo mula roon at tila nakatingin sa amin. Bring me back my brother, I said, but I just heard him laugh like a maniac. Sorry to disappoint you, but who's the guy beside you? Did I forget to tell you that you should go here alone? Napahigpit ang hawak ko sa cellphone dahil tila pinaglalaruan niya ako. I'll go there alone. Just fucking bring back my brother, I said trying to control myself from shouting at him. I don't want the situation to get worse. What are you saying? Arinig ko na reklamo ni Dravon pero hindi ko na siya pinansin. Nawala na ako ng gana. We should go. Hiramin muna namin ang kapatid mo, he said. Agad akong nagpanik sa narinig ko at mas lalo nang makitang unti-unting gumagalaw ang yate palayo. What do you fucking want? Please, not my brother. Ako na lang, I shouted while sobbing. Kinain na ako ng takot. Hindi ko alam ang gagawin ko kung may masamang mangyari sa kapatid ko. Painful, isn't it? That's what exactly I felt when you killed my brother. Do you still remember Nephili? He's my brother, but you killed him. I should do the same to you. Pero mabait naman ako, so maybe we can negotiate again some other time. He suddenly hung up the call. I just can't believe everything that I've heard. Fuck no! I shouted as I ran towards the yacht. I can feel the cold water from the sea as I ran towards it while crying. I suddenly felt a warm hand grabbing me. Fuck, Natalia, are you even thinking? Are you going to kill yourself? You will fucking drown. Do you think you can save your brother just by running after that yacht? He successfully dragged me towards the shore. I don't know. I'm being stupidly desperate to get my brother back. I just cried while watching the yacht slowly sailing away from me. Dravon, si Kuya! I frustratedly shouted. I cried even harder when I felt him hug me. I just can't help but to blame myself again. Every regret that I felt 5 years ago was slowly going back to me again. I shouldn't have met Nephili that time. Every pain that I'm feeling right now is because of my stupidity, and I have no other choice but to bitterly embrace the backlash. Calm down. Have you forgotten me? I'm a fucking mafia boss. I'll do everything to get my friend back. Trust me, Natalia. I look at him and all I can see is sincerity in his eyes. I bite my lower lips and nodded. My brother is lucky to have Drevon as his friend. Sa kabilang banda, it's been 3 days since that guy kidnapped my brother. I didn't receive any calls again, not even traces of them. I can't even do anything. Sa ngayon ay nandito pa rin ako sa bahay nila Drevon. He told me that I should stay here for a while until we found my brother. Pumayag naman ako dahil ginagawa nila ang lahat para matrace ang location ng kuya ko. At gusto ko na nandito ako sa bawat hakbang na gagawin nila. Drevon seems a lot busier these days. Marahil dahil sa pagkawala ni kuya, sa traidor sa kanilang mafia, at sa iba pang issues ng kanilang business. Nephili's brother? If he's Nephili's brother, then there's a possibility that he's from Aris Mafia. Nephili works for Aris Mafia. Hindi malayong doon rin nagtatrabaho ang kanyang kapatid. Malalim ata ang iniisip mo, Iha. Napatingin ako sa katabi ko at nakita si Tito Greg na umupo sa swing na katabi ko. Ngayon ay nandito kami sa kanilang garden habang naiilawan ng mga bituin at buwan sa langit. May balita na po ba? Tanong ko sa kanya. As of now ay wala pa rin, but we're doing our best to track him. You know, your brother means a lot to this mafia. I smiled on what he said. They really treasured my brother. Do you even know why your brother is still alive despite of what happened back then at your house? Tumingin ako sa kanya habang naghihintay ng mga susunod na sasabihin niya. Hanggang ngayon ay hindi ko pa rin pala alam ang tunay na dahilan bakit buhay pa ang aking kapatid. Malinaw pa sa akin ang itsura nito habang naliligo sa sariling dugo. Your parents and I are friends. He smiled, but his eyes are doing the opposite. His eyes are full of sadness. Nasaksihan ko kung paano magmahalan ang iyong mga magulang. Talagang hindi mapapantayan ng kahit sino ang pagmamahal nila sa isa't isa. Your father owns a mafia. They're strong enough to beat the top reigning mafia in this country. He's good with transactions. He's really intelligent in handling money and business. But one thing he lacks is his ability to fight. He said he don't want to learn physical combat because he said his men are enough to secure his family. Naramdaman ko ang pagtulo ng aking luha sa sinasabi niya. I suddenly missed my family so much. Your father has a lot of investors and clients. That's why the top mafias consider them as a threat to their power and position. Maraming nagtangka na pagbagsakin sila ngunit walang nagtagumpay dahil sobrang magaling ang mga tao ng iyong ama. But traitors would always exist in our world. He's betrayed by his most trusted right-hand man and told the enemies his weakest point, that he can't do physical combats, that your father is nothing without his men. Naramdaman ko ang pagsikip ng dibdib ko sa mga sinasabi ni Tito Greg. I just can't believe na dahil lamang doon kaya sila pinatay. That night ay inambush ang iyong ama ng mga hindi kilalang kalalakihan. Maaaring magaling nga ang tauhan ng iyong ama, ngunit talo ito dahil sa dami ng sumugod sa kanila. Mabuti na lamang ay nakatakas ang iyong ama at nakauwi pa sa inyong bahay. Tumawag pa siya sa akin upang manghingi ng tulong kaya't agad rin kami nagtungo sa inyong bahay. Nakita ko na napalunok si Tito Greg at tila nasasaktan rin sa mga kinukwento niya. But we're late. Patay na sila nang maabutan namin. Wala ka na din doon. Fortunately, your brother is still breathing, kaya't dinala agad namin siya sa hospital. He's in coma for a week but he's really strong guy. Pagising niya ay hindi man lang siya kinabakasan ng kahit anong trauma. Bagkus ay ikaw ang agad niyang hinanap. He's full of positivity, kaya't napagdesisyonan kong alagaan siya at iuwi sa bahay. I really want to hug Tito Greg right now because of his kindness. Drevon is your brother's opposite. He's dull and lifeless. He hates being around with anyone since his mother died of cancer. At first, he really hates Jack, but eventually, I saw them getting close. Your brother brought colors to Drevon's dull life. Nakita ko na tumatawa, ngumingiti at nag-o-open up sila sa isa't isa. Since then, I considered your brother as my son. He worked hard to learn about hacking and trained in physical combats and weapons. He said he would definitely find you, and I'm glad he did. He paused for a moment and laughed. I remember the first time he tracked you down while hacking the underground website. He really cried like a child. Maybe because he finally found you, or maybe because he know you were working as a mafia reaper. Sinabi niya na secret daw muna namin iyon at huwag sabihin kay Drevon dahil sosorpresahin daw niya ito. I don't know what happened next at nagkakilala na kayo. Para akong tanga na tumatawa habang tumutulo ang luha. Kaya pala tila nabigla rin si Drevon nung nalaman niyang magkapatid kami. Thank you, Tito Greg. I sincerely told him and he just smiled at me. Para ko na rin kayong anak dahil matalik na kaibigan ko ang inyong mga magulang. Don't worry, mahahanap rin natin siya. I just nodded. Tumayo kaming dalawa at niyakap ko siya. He's really kind. I wish I could pay all the kindness he's giving us. I wish I could repay all your kindness, I said while still sobbing. I felt him tap my back. Pakiramdam ko ay niyayakap ko ang aking ama kaya't mas lalo akong naiiyak. What the hell is this? Agad akong napabitaw sa pagkakayakap kay Tito Greg nang dumating si Drevon na nakakunot ang noo. I laughed at his expression dahil tila galit na galit ito. Did you just made her cry? Dagdag pa nito at lumapit. I just heard his father laugh. We're having our moment, so please get out of our sight, son. I wiped my tears and laughed. Lalong nalukot ang muka ni Drevon sa sinabi ng kanyang ama. Get lost, Dad. Inis na sabi niya at lumapit na sa amin. Chill. O siya, maiwan ko na kayo. Sabi ni Tito Greg at umalis na ito. Tinignan ko ng masama si Drevon na hanggang ngayon ay inis na inis. What? He asked while still frowning. Agad akong lumapit sa kanya at dinamba siya ng yakap. I can feel his body stiffen at tila nabigla siya sa ginawa ko. What are you doing? He said. Tumingon ako sa mukha niya. Namumula habang nakayakap pa rin sa bewang niya. Nag-iwas naman siya ng tingin sa akin. Pinaalis mo si Tito Greg kaya ikaw ang papalit sa pwesto niya. Pang-aasar ko sa kanya pero hindi pa rin siya ngumingiti. I'm just thankful na nandito siya para sa kuya ko. Thankful ako na naging masaya ang kapatid ko at hindi siya nag-iisa ng panahong wala ako. Pagsusungit niya habang hindi pa rin ako tinitignan. I chuckled and tightened my hug. Siguro kinikilig ka no? Pag-aasar ko sa kanya kaya mas lalong namula ang kanyang mukha. The fuck are you saying? Alis ka dyan? Inis na sabi niya. Habang mahinang tinutulak ako, I just chuckled. Inihilig ko ang aking ulo sa dibdib niya at mas lalo pa siyang niyakap. Thank you, Drev. Thank you for everything. I sincerely told him. Maramdaman ko na niyakap niya rin ako pabalik. I'll always do everything for you. I felt my heart skip a bit when he suddenly buried his face on my neck. I can feel his warm breath that sends shivers to my spine. Agad akong bumitaw sa pagkakayakap at ibinaling ang tingin sa ibang direksyon. Damn, I suddenly felt awkward. Anong balita kay kuya? Pag-iiba ko sa usapan. He just stared at me while smirking. We just found out the man who took your brother. Sabi niya kaya't agad akong napatingin sa kanya. He's Johan Gresson. They call him Storm, an Aris Mafia assassin. Sabi niya habang seryosong nakatingin sa akin. The Aris Mafia? Is the one behind all of this? I asked in disbelief, though I expected this to happen. We're still unsure if he's doing this for Aris Mafia or just for his revenge. We are ready to declare Mafia War. Agad akong kinabahan sa sinabi ni Drevon. He really sounds like a Mafia boss now, but I don't want that to happen. That will surely be bloody. We just need some more proof that Aris Mafia is behind this, and then we'll declare war. Nakakatakot. Yan lamang ang masasabi ko sa aura na bumabalot sa kanya ngayon. I'm sure they really love my brother, but I didn't expect that they will go up to this extent. Mafia war is not a joke. Maraming buhay ang mawawala. I didn't know since when did I learn to value human life, but Mafia war is a really inhumane. allies and enemies will form at malaki ang posibilidad na mas lumaki pa ang isang maliit na alitan. That's unnecessary, Drevon. Maraming mamamatay kapag mangyayari yan. Sabi ko sa kanya, ngunit ngumisi lamang ito. It's my first time seeing that smile. He's really not the Drevon I know. Right now, he is the Sifus Mafia leader. That what I exactly want. Their death. Samantala, 4 days. 4 days na akong walang natatanggap na tawag mula kay Johan o tinatawag nilang Storm. I wonder what is his plan, but I have to do something. Masyado na atang tumatagal ang pananahimik ko. Hindi ko na kayang palipasin ng isa pang araw na walang nalalaman. Simula ng pag-uusap namin kagabi ni Drevon ay hindi na kami muling nakapag-usap. I don't know the progress of their investigation. They don't want me to get involved either. Dahil daw ayaw nila akong mapahamak. Damn, I work all my life in hell and near-death situations. I'm not a weakling and I can handle myself. If they don't want me to get involved, I'll make my own move. I just can't stay here waiting for my brother. I prepared myself to meet the 2 person I know I could trust. I may not be a part of them anymore, but I believe they could still extend their help to me. Umalis ako ng mansyon at hindi na nag-abalang magpaalam pa. Pumunta ako sa coffee shop na napag-usapan namin na pagtatagpuan namin. I smiled when I saw them on the corner of the coffee shop. "Nathalia!" she said with excitement on her voice. "Yo!" Bati naman ng lalaki at nakipag-apir pa sa akin. Umupo ako sa bakanting upuan. "What's with the sudden reunion?" Skykes asked while sipping her coffee. "She obviously misses us," sabi naman ni Kevin kaya't inirapan ko na lamang siya. "They never change. I came here because I need your help." Nagkatinginan muna silang dalawa at kunot-no akong tinignan. "A Great Reaper is asking for our help?" Hindi makapaniwalang tanong ni Skykes. "I'm not a Reaper, Skykes." Inis na sagot ko sa kanya at tumawa lamang siya. "So, what help can we offer to you?" Tanong ni Kevin. Huminga ako ng malalim at tinignan sila. "My brother was kidnapped. I want to know if Aris Mafia is the one behind this." Sabi ko na ikinabigla nila. "We'll do our best to find information." Sabi ni Kevin kaya't nginitian ko na lamang siya. "You're the best information hawker I've ever met, Kevin." Pambubula ko sa kanya. Ginantihan niya lamang ako ng tawa. "I didn't expect to hear a compliment from you," he said and chuckled. "Are you guys dating?" Pag-iiba ko ng usapan dahil 5 taon ko silang hindi nakausap. I saw the both of them blushed on what I said. "Hell no!" Sabay nilang sabi. They look so guilty. "Okay, fine," I said and rolled my eyes on them. They like each other and I don't know why are they still denying it. "He likes someone else?" Napatingin ako kay Skykes sa sinabi niya. "So, my instinct is wrong?" Nakita ko ang inis sa mukha ni Skykes at nag-iwas ng tingin si Kevin. "Oh, really? That's good to hear," I said. They both look at me with disbelief. "Good to hear?" Nagtatakang tanong ni Kevin. Ngumiti ako ng nakakaloko sa kanya at tumango. "My brother is single, Skykes. Pag bumalik na siya, irereto kita sa kanya. I think you would like each other." I teased them. They obviously like each other so they need a little thrill in life. Nakita kong kumuyom ang kamao ni Kevin sa sinabi ko. I just laughed at them and Kevin glared at me. "Really, Natalia? Should I call you sister-in-law starting today?" Kita ko ang mas lalong pagkainis sa mukha ni Kevin sa sinabi ni Skykes na tila natutuwa. "Tsk! Asa ka namang magugustuhan ka nun?" Inis sa sabi ni Kevin kay Skykes kaya't sinamaan niya na lamang ito ng tingin. Nag-usap pa kami ng ilang oras sa coffee shop at napagdesisyon na rin naming umalis. Papasok na sana ako sa kotse nang marinig ko ang pagtawag sa akin ni Skykes. "Can we talk?" Seryosong sabi niya na ay kinakunot ng noo ko. "Sure," sagot ko. Napansin ko na wala na si Kevin at tila nauna na itong umalis. Nagtataka man ay pinapasok ko siya sa kotse. Sa tagal naming nag-usap kanina ay hindi pa rin siya tapos magsalita. "Can we go somewhere quiet?" Tanong niya. "Is it that important?" Tanong ko at tumango naman siya. Huminga ako ng malalim at pinaandar ang kotse. Dinala ko siya sa lugar na madalas naming puntahan ni Spade, sa may cliff. Napakatahimik at payapa pa rin ang lugar na ito. How I miss this place. This is a very good spot, Natalia. Turan niya habang nakatanaw sa dagat. Hapon pa lamang kaya't maliwanag pa ang paligid at kitang-kita ang kagandahan nito. Now, what is it, Skykes? Tanong ko. Rinig ko ang paghinga niya ng malalim at umupo sa hood ng kotse ko. Do you want to come back tonight, Mafia? I stared at her for a moment, finding any hints that she's joking. I almost laughed when I saw how serious she is. You're kidding, right? Hindi makapaniwalang tanong ko. No. Come back tonight, Mafia. They fucking betrayed me. They betrayed me and you're asking me to come back? I cut her off and shouted at her. They then, Natalia. Tumawa ako sa sinabi niya. Enough, Skykes. I'm not coming back and never in my wildest dream that I'll come back to that hell. Sabi ko at naglakad na papunta sa kotse, ngunit agad naman niya akong hinatak pabalik. Just listen to me first, she calmly said. Huminga ako ng malalim at tumitig sa kanya. Maybe I should listen to her stupid thoughts. Bumalik ako at hinayaan siyang magsalita. Pumunta kami doon nung gabing niligtas ka ni Drevon. Naunahan niya kami. Pagdating namin doon ay puno na ang kulungan ng mga duguang tauhan at wala ka na doon. Akala namin ay may iba nang kumuha sa'yo pero napag-alaman namin na Sivos ang may kagagawa nun. Huminga siya ng malalim bago nagpatuloy. You're not there to witness the rage of Spade Knight. That's the scariest thing I've seen in a while. Nang malaman niya ang pagkuha sa'yo ng Sivos, ay hinanda niya ang mga tauhan niya para sumugot sa Sivos. But Mr. Maximo didn't allow him to do that. He said, we should let you go and let you forget all the pain and sadness. Naramdaman ko ang pagtulo ng luha ko sa sinabi niya. I bitterly laughed. That's bullshit, Skykes. They hide everything from me. I've been wanting to know the truth, but they already knew everything. Worse, they also went there to kill my family. They get me to prove that they are powerful enough. Napaniwala nila ako sa mga kasinungalingan nila. I dedicated my life to them, but I got betrayal in return. Tumaas ang boses ko dahil sa sobrang galit ko. You don't know everything, Natalia? Sigaw niya sa akin pabalik. Then tell me everything, Skykes. Anong kasamaan pa ba ang hindi ko alam sa Night Mafia? Kita ko ang pagdulo ng luha sa mga mata niya at saglit na napatahimik. I'm sure Night isn't there to kill your family, Natalia. Why would you believe in the statement of someone who wants you dead? You should get an answer from Mr. Maximo himself. Natahimik ako sa sinabi niya. Hindi ko rin alam sa sarili ko kung bakit ako naniwala sa mga sinabi ni Nephili. You also listen to their sides, Natalia. Mahinahon niyang sabi sa akin. Hindi ko na siya sinagot at pumasok sa kotse. Hinintay ko siyang sumunod pero nakatayo lang siya sa labas. Hop in. I coldly said but she remained standing there. Mauna ka na. Magpapasundo na lang ako kay Kevin. Sabi niya kaya hindi na ako sumagot at pinandar na ang sasakyan. If I know, gusto niya lang makasama si Kevin. Para-paraan pa siya. Habang nagmamaneho, ay hindi ko maiwasan na mapaisip. Dapat ba malaman ko rin ang side ng mga Knight? Pero ano pa bang pakialam ko? Fuck! I cursed and hit my steering wheel. Tinabi ko ang sasakyan at sumandal sa upuan. Bakit ang daming problema na dumarating sa akin ngayon? Sam, I thought my life would be peaceful the moment I stepped again in this country. Pero hindi pala. Mas lalo lamang sumasakit ang ulo ko dahil sa mga nakaraan na pilit bumabalik